It was a typical Sunday evening, and I was alone at home. My parents had gone out for dinner with their friends. I was feeling a little bit scared, but I calmed myself down. I took a book and made my coffee and went to bed to cherish the book in solitude. The house was silent, and its silence was killing me. While I was reading the book, I turned on the light music and started reading my book. While I was sunk in my book, I heard a soft thump from the hallway. I glanced at my book and lifted my eyes up, and everything was normal. I ignored it and focused on the book. After a little while, I again heard the thump, but this time it was louder. My heart began to race. I set the book aside and stood. The surrounding silence was getting deeper, and due to this, the thump was feeling louder. I walked to the hallway into the darkness. Nothing was present there. But after a moment, I saw something in the corner of the hallway. My heart was about to burst. It was a faint shadow in the darkness. I yelled at it, but it remained stubbornly still. With a shivering hand, I turned on the flashlight and projected on the shadow. The shadow disappeared. No one was there now in the hallway. I ran back to my room. I said to myself that no one was there. It was just my misconception. I glanced at the clock, and it was 3 p.m. now. My mind was in a constant state of chaos after the last incident. I was just praying that my parents should come back now. While I was struggling with my thoughts, the doorbell rang. My heart pounded as I advanced towards the door. I asked, "Who is there?" But no one responded. I mustered up courage and opened the door. When I looked outside, there was nothing but darkness. I returned to my bed and tried to sleep, but all in vain. I tried to call my parents, but phone signals were out, and I was unable to make a call. The place where I was living used to have a strong signal strength. This added to my fear of how it is even possible. But as soon as I lay down, the doorbell rang again. I felt a strange chill run down my body. There was a storm of thoughts running through my mind. I was asking myself strange questions. What if it was a demon? What if it was a killer? My mind was about to blow from these thoughts, so I immediately went towards the door and yelled, "Who is there?" But still, no one was there this time. I went outside to look if someone was hiding. Suddenly, I felt that someone was behind me. I immediately returned, and to my fright, it was an old man with a very frightening look. I asked him, "What do you want?" He didn't utter a single word. He was staring at me with his red eyes. After a moment, he grabbed my hand. His grip was so hard that it felt like my hand was about to be crushed. I freed my hand and ran back home, locking the door. I took a sigh of relief because now it was almost morning. But the incident I experienced will always haunt me for the rest of my life.